3, 2, 1, go. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome to my own space. This is my very first video on this channel and it's going to be more of an introduction, sharing where I share the kind of content I'll be sharing here, a little bit about myself, the inspiration behind this channel, and then some of the things that held me back from starting this channel, and what you'll be expecting, the kind of content you should expect when you subscribe, because I actually expect you to subscribe. So welcome to my YouTube channel. A little bit intro about myself. I am Dillion from Nigeria. I'm a software engineer and I'm a technical writer. I've been writing for over almost 2 years now, and I've been opportune to write on various platforms: Free Code Camp, Log Rocket, dillionmegida.com, my personal website. On my personal website you'll find some of the places that I've been able to write, that I've been privileged to write on. So, and writing has always been fun for me, like, you know, writing content and then someone somewhere in another country is benefiting from the knowledge you're sharing. I know some of these people even reach out to you directly on Twitter or via mail, and they even appreciate you. So it's something fun for me personally. You create content, you share knowledge based on what you have learned, and then someone somewhere is benefiting from it. It's very amazing because I also learn from people's articles. So the fact that people also learn from mine is just like, okay, taking from the community, giving back to the community. So it has always been fun, and that's a little bit about myself. The inspiration behind this channel, just like I said, I love sharing content. So I felt like expanding my capacity by not just writing but also speaking. I know by speaking I'll be able to explain some concepts, some topics in tech. I'll be able to explain them better through speaking than I would with writing. And I'm also fully aware that this will greatly impact my career, and it will greatly connect me to people all around the world. So that's the inspiration. And then what held me down from writing was, there are 3 notable things. The first thing was I wasn't sure of what I wanted to use this space for. As a technical writer, I've been writing about React, I've been writing about JavaScript, basically front-end stuff. So I felt like, coming on YouTube, do I want to do the same? Do I just want to do coding? Do I just want to do tutorials? What are the things that I want to cover? And what are the things I want to do? Of course there'll be varieties, but I feel like there should be a major focus on my platform. So that was one of the things that held me from starting on time. I wasn't sure, but I think I've been able to come to a very nice conclusion on the kind of content I want to share here. The second thing that held me down was I didn't have technical facilities. I didn't have a microphone, I didn't have lighting, you know, some of these things you see when you watch YouTube tutorials of these amazing authors. And of course I wasn't supposed to be thinking of that, because those people apparently started from somewhere. But you know, I'm just starting, and then my eyes were so attached on those things that I felt like, okay, until I had a good number of those things before I could start. But luckily for me, I spoke with a colleague, I shared the idea with a colleague, and he told me if I had content to share, the only thing I should ensure is that the audio quality is good, that people can clearly listen to what I'm saying. Then he in quotes, he said, do not let technicalities delay you from sharing the content you want to share. That was what he said, and I really needed to hear that, because that was a very good lesson for me. So that was the second thing. And then the third thing that delayed me, is there a third thing? Okay, there isn't a third thing. Those were the 2 notable things. The rest are just minor, they're just personal stuff. So that's what hindered me. And then when I found something to focus on with my space here, I decided to start. Of course I was able to get little resources, equipment that could help me start. In the future video, I'm going to share some of the resources, some of the equipment that I'm using to start this channel, and of course I know along the line I'll get better ones I'll get better facilities. The thing about facilities is, in as much as they shouldn't hinder you from sharing content, the better they are, the better the quality of your content, the better the clarity of videos, the better the clarity of your voice. And but I think everything is just a journey. You have to start somewhere, and this is me acknowledging that I am starting somewhere. So down to the last part, what I want to use this space for. So I want to use this space for three things. The first one is career. I'm still very young in my career. I have roughly 2 years experience working as a freelancer and then working full time. So, and I've learned a lot because I've worked with seniors, I've worked with managers. So I would say I've learned a lot when it comes to responsibilities, what they expect from you, how you deliver, how you meet up with deadlines. I've learned a lot that I can share. Of course, I'm not sharing from a professional perspective because I'm not yet a professional, but I can share from the little I've learned, things that I have applied that has helped me, that has helped me become a better engineer, a better person, a better teammate. So these are some of the things I'll be sharing on here as I learn them, or as I experience them. I would share them here in the best ways I can. Then the second I'm going to be sharing here is coding tutorials, JavaScript, React, maybe Vue, Angular. As much knowledge as I have on these tools, as much knowledge as I have on these frameworks, I would be sharing them here. And one thing I hope to do with my space here is, I don't just want to come here and say, not like I won't do it at all, but I don't just want to come here and say, let's build Facebook with React, let's build Skype with React. But one thing I'm going to try as much as possible to do is I'm going to cover the building blocks of these frameworks, the building blocks of these tools. For example, in React, we know React uses the virtual DOM, but there are some people who don't even know what the virtual DOM is. All they know is you use React, you make changes to your state, and it dynamically, or it automatically, or it quickly I don't know the best way to put it, but it just shows on your screen that there has been a change, and your page doesn't have to refresh, just that particular section is updated. So they feel like, wow, React can do this, but they don't exactly know what a virtual DOM is. Even personally, it took me a while before I even understood what the virtual DOM is. So in my space here, I'm going to be sharing all of these building blocks that make these tools what they are. Like, I could talk about React hydration. I could just pick a hook from React and talk about it. I'm sorry, I'm continuously using React. I'm a React fan. I haven't done so much of the other frameworks. So I'm going to be using this space for tutorials, for coding, and then demystifying all of these concepts that make up the whole tech system. And I'm going to put in a lot of efforts in doing that. So that's the second thing I'll be sharing here, coding and all. And then the third thing I'll be sharing here is, starting this channel was not easy. In fact, YouTube guys are trying. I don't know what take this is, but I have recorded numerous takes just to finally publish this. I'm even scared of making mistakes. So I know this is a journey. I have a lot of things to learn regarding video editing, regarding audio clarity, regarding lighting, regarding YouTube, regarding recreating contents, I know there are a lot of things. So it's going to be an exciting journey for me, a very challenging one, but I know it to be exciting. So the third thing I'm going to be using my space for is, just like I'm starting, I'm going to be sharing tips on how I started, like the tools I started with, my workspace, my workflow. Not like I have a workflow yet, but my workflow. I'm going to be sharing all of these things because one thing I know is, many of us, we have contents to share. May not be tech, maybe music, maybe art, maybe several fields, but we all have content to share. But just like myself, I know that there are some people there who are hindered by, maybe I don't have the courage to share this, or they feel like, do I really know this thing to share? So I'll be using this space to also serve as an inspiration for people out there that want to get started with creating content. That you can start with the little resources you have, you can start. So I'm really hoping I maximize this space in grooming, maybe not directly, maybe indirectly, but grooming other content creators. So I'm going to be sharing my process of editing videos, my process of doing YouTube. So yes, that's all I want to talk about in this video, and I hope I have given you reasons to subscribe. If you're not subscribing because you want to hear career tips, then subscribe because you want to learn more of coding. And if you're not subscribing because of that, then subscribe because you want to learn how to create content on YouTube. And if you're not subscribing because of that, then just subscribe. Just subscribe. One day you would be happy you subscribed. But anyways, those are the things I want you to share here. It's a very big win for me finally releasing this video and not making any mistake till this very moment. I'm really scared. I hope I don't make any mistake, but it's really fun, and like I said, this is going to be a very exciting journey for me doing YouTube, and I know it's going to be a lovely one, and I know the things I share here will be valuable and people will love it, definitely. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have subscribed, and if you haven't, then please do kindly subscribe, and looking forward to my next video having you subscribe.